SML, we are live for playoff action between the Steelers and the Texans. I'm Primetime Triple Zero, joined by Fins. How you doing, sir?
Ready for this one, buddy. How you doing?
I'm fired up. I think it's going to be one of those games that comes right down to the wire. These guys played, I think, 2 seasons ago, maybe 1 season ago. It was just great, a great playoff game. Two of probably the most prepared players in the league.
Yeah, I was going to say both these guys are going to come in really prepared and knowing tendencies. It'll be very interesting to see who wins this chess match.
Yeah, it should be a great game as we're going to see Bomber with the ball first. Um, Obviously, anytime you play in the playoffs, you want to get a lead, especially against Dan's defense.
Yeah, Dan's defense has been great all season.
Yeah, he just knows how to. I mean, he's got a good scheme, got a great user, well prepared. I think he's drafted some solid players too. So all around, just a great defender.
Yep, I mean both these Bombers renowned for his team building skills. Both his teams are just solid from top to bottom. Great players. Should be a classic.
Yeah, it should be a great game as Bombers going to the run here, falling forward for the first down. How do you see this one shaking out?
I think it's going to be a one-score game. It's going to be close. I don't see it very high scoring. Uh, I got Dan coming out maybe 28-24. Um, Very close game.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. I'm gonna reserve my pick until I see this first drive and see how Bomber looks. One thing I'm gonna say after this play is he hands it off and breaks the tackle. I hate to be like one of those old heads that kind of yells at the cloud, but do you remember like years ago, back when the touchback was at the 20-yard line and you had to go like the full field and on kickoffs and you picked up a first down, you're at the 30-yard line. Now Bomber picks up one first down, he's ready at the 40.
Yeah, it. I mean, it does make it for it does. This game is already hard on defense. You add that extra 10 yards to start, does make it a lot more difficult. I agree with you there.
And Bomber, oh, nice timing there on the out route. Probably saw a cover three. Yeah, cover three side. So that corner's off 8 to 10 yards. He's backpedaling, hits that timing out route. He's done that since he's been in the league. Very nicely done.
A great catch too. I actually thought that receiver was going to step out of bounds there, but great uh, job keeping the toes in.
Yeah, we'll see here. Bomber has been balanced so far, going back under single back. Both these guys know each other. They played in the playoffs. They played in the regular season. They've good, like you said, good team builders. This is just a coin flip kind of game.
Absolutely, yeah. I think one of the factors in this game could be the pass rush for Bomber. Without Will Anderson, that's a huge
Ooh.
blow. Bomber, missing the running back isn't as big a deal because Bomber's good offensively, but Will Anderson could be the key here.
Yeah, how long is he out? I missed that.
If Bomber wins, he'll be back next week,
Oh, dang it. Well,
assuming you get past Damon, of course.
oh, yes. I respect Damon. He's a good guy. We'll see. Under center is Stroud now making checks. Let's see what he does here. As Bomber's first drive going well so far as he's back to throw again. Looking, throwing. Nice timing there on a curl route. Nicely done by Bomber.
I thought actually Dan was going to get back there. He looked like he's trying to bait him. He was just a little too late.
Yeah, that was interesting. Um, I don't know if I've seen Bomber run this play. He's running. He's had some under center stuff. When you know these guys are prepared, you'd expect them to add certain things to throw another off. We'll see what happens here as he's coming out of the gun. And Stroud's already got his X factor lit up, whatever that does.
I don't know what his X factor is actually. Let me pull it up real quick
Back to
here.
throw again. He's got time. Quick check down to the running back in the flat. That's Jackson falling forward to second and inches. So Bomber with a
Might be a
perfect
little loose.
start. Matt, just so you, or fans, just so you know, Matt's saying your volume's kind of low. I've turned you up, but I don't know if you're close to your mic or how your setup is. But if you could, I don't know if you could. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit more.
How's that? Is that better, Matt?
Here we go, Stroud again. Quick pass to the out. Oh, missed him. I think he might have thrown that touch early.
So his X factor is run and gun.
Wow, what does that do?
When they enter the zone, they have perfect accuracy while throwing on the run.
Wow. I'm going to turn fins up a little bit more. Bomber goes for the fullback dive. And he gets hit before he hands it off. Decision time already.
Ooh.
You go for
Give
this?
me flashbacks and play. Yeah, I think so. I know Matt will say take the points. I think Bombers. I think yeah. I would do this too.
Wow. Against Dan's defense. In a game where points might be a premium. Bomber going for it on the first drive to have momentum. 4th and 3. Already a big call. Back to throw Stroud. Quick drag, and that was easy.
Too easy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Dan gave up so quick there.
Yeah, it seemed like Dan played off like he was expecting something else there. I would expect a shotgun run here if I'm Dan. Stroud out of the gun again.
He's triggered somewhere.
He's back to throw. Oh, what's the flag? I missed it.
Holding, I think.
Ooh, big hold there. Big hold because now Bomber's backed up. It's what, 1st and 20 from the 29. That's tough. Not a lot of space.
Yeah, I've had a lot of holding calls this season. I don't know if that's something that was tuned a little bit, but I haven't seen too many on a pass play. Most of them are on the run, especially on stretches and outside zones.
Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see what Bomber has up his sleeve here now. 1st and 20. Converted a 4th down, and now he's going to have to convert a long yardage situations. He's going to go ahead and hand it off here, and he looked like he might have a little bit of space, but got bottled up quickly there. 2nd and 19.
A nice little tackle there. I'm going to refresh my screen. It keeps on pausing.
Yeah, strange. These the servers are jamming between these two SML Titans going toe-to-toe. Stroud again out of the gun. Here we go. Back to throw again as he's looking to throw. Oh, Dan's user's there, but he was off by a step. Wow, Bomber with a decisive throw there. Right past Dan's user. We'll watch that one back. I thought he might have had the skinny post. Watch the right side, guys. I thought he might have had him right there, but he stayed in. He just simply outran Dan's user. 3rd and convertible.
And is cursing how slow Fitzpatrick is.
Is that who that was? He's old now, right? Or no? Yeah, got to be slow.
Yeah, Minka's, I think he's 88 speed, which is good, but...
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good Bomber just showing composure. That pass reminded me, I don't know if you watched his game against AJ last round of the playoffs, and a clutch drive. Bomber hit a very similar throw.
I did see that play. Yeah, very very similar play. Like we said, Bomber's so prepared. He goes in, I think, a lot like Dan and does practice and like knows the timing on those throws. Good play.
That was a good play. As we are going quickly through this first quarter here, depending on how this play goes, we could hit the end of the first quarter with the first drive not even being done yet.
And scoreless like we thought it was going to be. It was going to be a low-scoring game, and interested to see Dan put his is curl flats at 0?
Yeah, he's watching this. Watch his motion to the right. Back to throw. He's looking. He throws angle route. He's got him. Touchdown. That caps off a masterful drive by the Mad Bomber himself. You can't ask for a better start to the game than that start for the Texans.
But just a methodical drive. I actually really like that play. I'm going to ask him what that play is after. I'm going to add that to my
That was a nice play. Playbook. You add plays like that. You call plays like that for games like this. I mean, that was a drive. And I remember I talked to Dan probably, it's been maybe a season or two ago. I'm not going to say who he was playing, but he's played a good player. And he only had one possession in like the first quarter, just like this. He's going to have like one play in the first quarter. And he's just like, I'm frustrated. Like I only had like 2 possessions in the first half. And it'll frustrate anybody, especially in the playoffs. Like you get one play in the first quarter, you're just annoyed, especially for somebody like Dan, who his defense has been so good all season.
Yeah, Dan does like to play this kind of defense, though. You know, he doesn't give up the big play, makes it earn it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dan wasn't expecting a shutout. He'll be fine here, but
yeah,
I'm sure he wish he would have a little bit more time in the first quarter.
That's true. Like you said, if you're Dan, I mean, there's two mental battles you're having in your head. You're like, well, he scored a touchdown. I'm annoyed because he converted every third down, but also like he had to earn that, and he had to scratch and claw his way, and you would expect just the odds of that happening again are probably pretty slim.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, if you're Dan, you definitely hope so.
Yeah, it's Dan He. He's one of the greatest of all time. Legend.
Classic, yeah. He just clutch player,
Handsome.
multiple champion. I'll let you keep that one.
Yeah, I'll take it back.
Oh,
Here we go. What's his quarterback's name?
watch,
Bentley
watch
out of
this
the gun
backside
for
kick here.
looking to throw. It's bottled up nicely. He's going to run it with Bentley. Oh, he's going to throw it last second. Nicely done by Dan there for the first down.
Well, you know, Bomber's seething right now.
Yep.
He does not like those types of plays. I wonder if that's a little bit of mental warfare from Dan. He knows Bomber hates those types of plays.
Yeah, that was a flick of the wrist there by Dan. A little Patrick Mahomes action.
I do not put it past Dan to purposefully do something like that. Smart play.
He's a smart man. IQ 200 is what I heard.
Could very well be. Especially for actual knowledge.
Yeah, 100%. Here we go. Bentley out of the gun. Would we see an inside zone here? Nope. Guess what? No, we're not. Back to throws Bentley again. He's got time. He's throwing long. Nicely done by Dan. Good timing there. In years past, he would have just settled for the drag route here. But he wound up, and he took the shot downfield in a very confident throw.
It's like Bomber did the last drive when he read the cover 6 kind of look with the safety. I think Dan recognized that on the side. Ooh, I challenged.
You know what that shot looked like, Fins? Do you remember the Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl when San Antonio Holmes caught that one from Roethlisberger and his toe drag swag? That's what that looked like.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Long time ago. Here we go. Dan trying to get yardage running the ball. Gets 3.
Right. I thought actually he was going to break that for a bigger gain. He was really patient. He tried to let that block it out in front, but at least he got positive yards.
You know, one thing I've played Bomber obviously quite a bit over the years. Been in the division once or twice now. Twice at least. His user is very aggressive stopping the run. It's going to be a chess match between Dan's IQ and Dan reading the holes. And watch how aggressive Bomber is, especially on run plays and attacking the holes. You'll notice this a lot.
Good observation.
Here we go. Bentley. Oh, pressure there. Gets sacked. That was just one of those plays where the O-line just decides to give up. Feels random at times.
This gives me PTSD since I gave up 6 sacks to Nash.
Oh, man.
Another cover 6 look by Bomber there.
For Dan, I think you got to at least get 5 yards to make sure this kick is simple. You don't want to try to kick a 57-yarder in the playoffs right off the bat. Man in motion, 3rd and 16 as he's back to throw. He's looking. He throws. He's got his guy. He's going to get bottled up, but he's in field goal range. Nicely done by Dan to make sure, play the numbers game there.
Yep, just a smart play. Didn't force anything.
Bomber and just coverage here. That meter's still moving pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Holy cow.
Good kick. Imagine if that was a 56-yarder. I mean, that thing would have been stupid.
Like, I don't play it, but I hear the college football meter is insanely fast.
Yeah, it's stupid. Hey, so far, 3-7, and Bomber, you know, it's interesting. With the way how our rules are, if you get to the 2-minute warning, you could start chewing clock and play the clock. I mean, Dan could only have 1 possession in the first half.
If I'm Bomber, I think I might try to do that. Just
for sure.
Continue to be methodical and take the underneath stuff and just try to come away with a 10-7 lead or 10-3 lead. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, if you get that 14-3 lead, I do think Dan gets the ball, so you're at least up 2 scores. He's going to play action here, Fins. He's got pressure now. Rolling out, he's going to throw it away wisely.
That's 2 straight drives the Bomber started with a play action. Dan did a little bit better job that time. I wonder if he pass committed on that.
Yeah, he might have, because he got pressure there too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
We'll see here. Now, like we talked about, Bomber had to earn every yard. He literally had to fight for every yard. And the odds of converting long drives like that are slim in the SML and in football. So we'll see. Dan's defense is playing solid despite letting up 7, in my opinion.
Playing some man here.
Ooh, nice throw.
Very nice throw.
Hit just timing route there on that out route, and that cover 2 man wasn't ready for it.
Dan's guys stuck with it though. Like it wasn't. I mean, maybe that wasn't because it wasn't a sharp out route, so the DB didn't. There wasn't any separation there, but still a great throw.
Yeah, good timing. As he's going to hand it off now, up the middle, kind of falling forward. Not quite like how it used to be in Madden with the, oh, and that stops the clock, but not like how it used to be with the clock or the guys running forward, but still 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
Bomber doesn't like to see that guy with an injury there. There's a lot of those already.
Yeah. As Bomber is looking sharp to start this game. Very mentally sharp.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Matt says it's a chess match. He's exactly right. Just 2 methodical, smart players in a huge matchup.
He's going to run it here. He should get the first down, and he will, and he's going to get out of bounds. I like that play by Bomber. It was bottled up. I don't think he needs to shy away from running the ball here.
Agreed. Just continue to kill clock and I mean, if you can limit your even if Dan can get the ball back with a minute left.
Yeah, that's not a real drive,
Just not a lot of time, yeah.
These guys played, I think it was 2 cycles ago, in an epic playoff game where Dan had a chance to finish it late, and he couldn't convert inside the 10-yard line. Very similar game. Defensive battle, tick for tat. And we could be seeing another version of that.
And if I'm Dan, I'm a little bit ticked my guy didn't jump that cover 2. Although I guess it might be because it wasn't a hard flat, but man, that was a really, really tight window.
Yeah, it was. 2nd and 2. Again, out of the gun, he's going to hand it off, and he's going to get the first down. Yes, this was Season 3. Bomber won 16-8. 16-8. Justin Fields was 10 of 18. 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and it felt like a stalemate, a slobber knocker, whatever you want to call it. These guys are so prepared for each other, and I think we're seeing it again today.
Yeah, absolutely. The 3 interceptions is uncharacteristic for Dan.
Yeah.
In that game, he might not even have 3 pass attempts. The way this game's going.
That's crazy. I mean, this is crazy to watch right now. As Bomber could run this play here, and if he runs it, it'll probably hit the 2-minute warning afterwards. He does run it, and he's going to fall forward again. Notice he's getting these fall forward animations. You don't see that too often this Madden.
I wonder if he has conservative carry on. We're watching Dan stream, so we wouldn't have noticed, but tend to get that a lot when you put conservative carry on.
Yeah, that's a good observation. That could be the case. And I wouldn't blame him for playing conservative carry because, I mean, he's just keeping the ball away from Dan. I mean, this whole game right now.
Yep, and with a guy as prepared as Bomber, this had to have been intentional. Just limit your opponent's possessions and force him to be perfect.
I'll be watching stretch to the left here, Fins. Nope, man in motion. He's looking to throw. It's bottled up. That was dangerous. If he threw that ball might have been picked.
Yeah, again, we got another third and manageable here. Bomber's been, I think, perfect so far. So let's see the adjustment that Dan makes here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here. 3rd and 5. Sometimes you get in these games where you're kind of playing keep away and you start running the ball. And then it gets hard to get in a passing rhythm where you're hitting intermediate passes. Like you kind of almost lose a different kind of rhythm. It's tough. We'll see how Bomber can do it, though. He's a good player. Man in motion to the right. Stroud out of the gun. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He's got his out route. He throws a curl, and he's got him for the first down. He had 2 guys open there. Gets the first down. Now he can flick that chew clock on and really make it hard on Dan. This is insane, Fins.
Yeah, just so methodical. I love it. I wish I was this patient.
Yeah. This is impressive. Masterclass. He needs to
Yeah,
run it.
absolutely. Great game plan so far.
He's throwing it. Oh, he's going to run it with Stroud. He's going to throw it with Stroud. Gets 4 yards. Dan takes a timeout. Yeah, Tug
Yeah, I
comes
don't
in
like that
chat.
call. I would have.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to shout out Tug. He's in chat. He says, Dan only going to have one possession. Paulie's in chat. Grimm's in chat. I think I seen Matt earlier. I appreciate you guys hopping in chat, watching, and supporting the league.
Yeah, I was gonna say I I think I would have thrown that ball away. I know it keeps the clock going. Dan called a timeout regardless, but I think I would have either ran with Stroud or
Yeah.
I didn't like that throw. That was too risky for me.
Yeah, I agree. As he's getting the edge here, he guts the edge, fighting upfield, falling forward, getting to the 2-yard line, and that's going to let that clock run again.
Jeez, this running back.
I'd flick shoe clock on
so
if I'm Bomber. I mean, you could quick snap him here.
Yep. Surprised no timeout from Dan.
Yeah, I'm surprised Dan didn't take a timeout here and just go like commit pass or something. Instead, I'm really surprised, Fins.
So if you're Dan, are you all out blitzing? You know, you feel like he's gonna score, so you're trying to.
I would. Why did Bomber snap that 10 seconds?
Yeah, I don't know.
You notice that? Why would you snap that there, Fins?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. It's funny because like we've been talking about how good this game plan has been so far, and then you have that lapse of judgment where you think he's feeling a little bit of pressure here.
Maybe. I don't see why in what world you want to snap that ball. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to hand it off. Oh, play fake could have fooled me. And now, not running that 10 seconds is going to give Dan some time here.
Yep. Yep, that was, man, that decision could loom huge here. If Dan only holds him to 3 and gets the ball second half, we could have a tie game really close in the beginning of the third quarter here.
You know, let's watch this play because I've got a thought depending on how this play turns out. As Stroud is out of the gun. Big play here. Back to throw. Looking. He's hit. He goes down. Oh, flag. Oh, no. Oh, it's holding. That's going to save Dan time. You declined that. That's going to save Dan's timeout.
Yeah.
I thought that was illegal contact is what I thought had happened there.
That's what I thought too. I knew there had to be a play with a zig. I was right. I thought it was a backside zig. I think that's what he was looking for. He just didn't have the time.
Yeah, just that instant pressure, which comes up in Madden sometimes, just happens. Now, because Bomber didn't take that clock down, instead of having 18 seconds, he's got 28 seconds, and now he has a timeout. So that's enough time to get a field goal and Fins because Bomber didn't score a touchdown there. Dan can take the lead next drive depending on how this drive goes, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yep, you have. This is why the SML is so great, right? You come in with a great game plan. You got 2 owners. Just one mistake could cost you the lead, or in some cases the game. Like, you just have to be so on point in these games because our league is just so good.
Yeah,
you have to be perfect.
Yeah, you do. That 10 seconds in Madden matters, especially like we talked about early in the broadcast. Like 10 yards and you're already at the 40-yard line. Man in motion for Dan. He's going 4 verts here. Bentley out of the gun. 28 seconds to go. 1 timeout. Dan down by 7. Looking to throw. He's going to roll out right. He's going to throw it. This is a prayer ball. Oh, he's got him. Touchdown.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, my. Bomber is heaving right now. Absolutely see that's 2 rollout plays so far. Like, totally great plays. Just bad animation for Bomber on that one. Huge play by Dan. And what a massive mistake from Bomber now. Right?
Wow.
Just utterly awful mistake by Bomber that now cost him the lead.
I think he went for the pick there. I think, damn, I threw just a high ball prayer up, and then he hit a rack catch instead of an aggressive catch. I don't think Bomber went for the swat there. We'll watch this replay after this kickoff just in case if there's a return. Yeah, wow. You know, at the end of the day, Fins, it doesn't matter how many plays you have if you don't have a lot of points.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you get, that you can capitalize on that one mistake. And, geez.
We'll watch this back one more time. If you look, Bomber's guy goes for the pick instead of the swat. Watch his hands. They kind of go out for the interception.
Yep.
I know I'm a conservative guy sometimes, but just watching that ball get swatted into the nosebleeds would feel good. Bombers got 3 timeouts in 19 seconds. He's got to go for the score here.
Absolutely. Got to get at least 3.
He's back to throw from under center. He's going long. He's trying the same thing. He's got him.
Wow. Well, hey, tip for tat. Can't be mad at that.
Now, the difference there was Bomber went for the stop route. Bomber went for a stop, kind of aggressive catch. You see KP mastered that. Dan was on the run, kind of. His guy kind of caught it over the shoulder. Dan's guy was in position to stop that.
And it looked like he went for the swat. Dan didn't go up for the...
He's got the guy on the left. I would have thrown the same ball, Fins. I would have thrown the same ball.
Wow. I would have thrown to the guy that was covered by 3 other players. But, man, Dan almost got a pick on that.
Yeah, that was tight. For Bomber, at the very least, he should go into this half with the lead.
I'm going to disagree with Stava here. Stava says, what kind of cheese is going on? I don't think no one's been cheesy so far.
Yeah, I'll address this in a second. Oh, that was risky. Get out of bounds. That was risky, and I'm taking a timeout just to make sure the clock doesn't go down.
Yeah, you got 2 to burn. Why not?
They say that those aggressive high point balls are cheesy. Just like eating cake, I think most things are fine in moderation. Most things are fine in moderation. That's my quote. You can look it up in Discord. I say it all the time.
I agree, and I'm not sure if he's referring to Dan rolling out, but none of them have been instant. None of them are, waiting for the defender to disengage and then the throw. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's just been an equal game. Now, Dan's going to get a chance. Feels like, I know Dan had that streak or whatever, and we've seen his offense, but I feel like we're actually going to get to see his offense now.
Yeah, I think we've seen
1 drive,
6, 7 total plays.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From Dan so far on offense. He's down 3.
Good game though.
Let's see if yeah, absolutely. Let's see if Dan can flip the script here. Maybe go a little bit of ball control and flip it back on Bomber, see how he can adjust to it.
What's your final score prediction?
I had 28-24. I don't think that can happen now. I'm not a math guy, but I mean it could. But you need a 2-point conversion and a field goal. But yeah, I'll stick with it. I'm not a guy that flops it.
Yeah, I flop it.
Do we have any prime percentages?
Yes, let me get my analytics guy. Oh yes, prime percentages come out. Dan, right now, somehow, some way, 52% chance of victory. 52% chance he's losing right now.
Okay, that's pretty good for being down 3.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, this game is living up to the billing. We talked about it being a stalemate. We talked about it being 2 prepared guys. And just sometimes at that point, when they know so much about each other, when they know what the next guy is going to do, what the next play is going to be, what the next move is going to be, sometimes it's just, hey, which receiver jumps up and catches the ball and which receiver doesn't?
Well, and again, it's the choices, right? Going for the pick instead of the swat.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's the little things. Little things.
Good cutback. I know this play wasn't a touchdown, and I know this play wasn't anything super flashy, but watch Dan. This is a counter run to go to the left, I believe. Watch this. He's going to go ahead, and he's going to fake it to the right, go to the left. It's completely bottled up. Dan just slowly, doesn't even mash R2, gets out there, gets a first down, keeps the drive moving.
And what blocking by the offensive line there. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was a big hole there.
And again, we see it like you talked how aggressive Bombers user was on run plays, and there you see he gambled and went to the A gap. I'm assuming that's the A gap on the right, and Dan just went right up the B gap for a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, no, you're right, Fens. Good observation there. You know, it's I would say Bombers user similar to how Dumps was back in the day. You remember when he would jump really aggressively? Very similar against the run. Look at this. It gets the outside edge. Breaks contain. Nice run there by Wright.
Speaking of Dumps, shout out to Dumps. Shout out to DW.
Yeah, shout out to
Number
DW.
one
Good.
pick in Buffalo.
Yeah, good man. And by the way, I'm getting word there is a live bet going on. Live bet. You win $500 if you bet $5 and this cashes out on the Get Good betting lines. If Dan's running back gets a touchdown this drive, you can win $500 on a $5 bet. Somebody let me know if you're going to take that bet.
Hey, This is a no age comment. That's a good looking man right there.
Yeah, good looking, handsome. Here we go. Out of the gun. Back to throws Bentley. He's been perfect all day. Nice little check down there. Gets completely obliterated, though. Oh, stays on his feet and gets nothing.
That's the hit sticks, right?
Yeah.
Right there, that's the big hit stick, and no gain there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a no gain. Big 3rd and 5 here for Dan. If you could try to take control of this game by getting a touchdown, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Bomber.
Yeah, Dan's taking a lot of time off the clock.
Out of the gun is Bentley. Back to throw. Looking. Oh, he's got his guy for the first down. Nice throw by Dan. Good patience there.
I was looking at R1. R1 was wide open going to the left as well. But hey, can't fault him. Got the first down.
Yeah, can't go broke taking a profit's what they say, right?
Absolutely. Great thing.
And like you said, Dan's already taking up half his quarter. The NFL is going to be crying because the advertisement time is just nowhere to be found right now in this game. Here we go. Bentley under center now. Handing it off up the middle. Cuts back. Nice little subtle cutback by Dan. He's sharp running the ball right now. 7 carries, 50 yards. Over 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, just being very patient. Hey, do we have a sponsor from Tiny's Head?
Yeah, I'm getting word right now. Hold on. This word, I can't quite make it out. It's huge, just like this touchdown. It's a huge score, just like Tiny's Head. Touchdown, Steelers.
That is a huge sponsor. Holy cow. What a great run. Dan was just methodical that whole drive. Just didn't hit the hole. Just waited for it to open up. Great run.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Woods said he took the $5 bet and got remember the Get Good bet line. It did cash out for those who put $5 down.
Let's go, Woods.
Now the pressure's on Bomber. We feel like the pressure's been on Dan all day. Bomber's been efficient.
All right, 100.
But he hasn't scored a lot.
Yeah, 100% the pressure's on Bomber now. Those decisions have haunted Bomber. Not haunted, but cost him the lead. Now let's see if he can kind of recoup and get back to doing what he did in the first half.
He's gonna hand it off. He's gonna get it 4 or 5 yards there. Nice run.
Absolutely.
Injured player.
4-yard gain just first. Oh.
41 in Steelers. Who's that? Hardwick? No, I don't know who that is. We'll see what happens here.
Figure it out quick.
Palmer going back to the I form. We talked about it ad nauseum, but both guys know what the next man's doing so well. They know so much about each other, their BMI, their credit score, you name it. Bomber going play fake. This is the prime play. He's going long. He's got his man. First down.
That's a big loss for Dan. That's Peyton Wilson.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Peyton Wilson is his middle linebacker superstar dev.
Wow.
Dan uses them a lot.
Dan's user is hurt. We don't know for how long. Paulie's asking if that's a high point. I think it was an aggressive stop catch. I don't think that was a high point. It's a big tight end. I think he boxed his guy out.
We can maybe bring in our resident expert on high point throws, Double Rice Nobine. Do we have him on the line?
Yep. Let's ring him in. Kind of like Mike Pereira. Back to throw.
Yeah.
Stroud looking. Oh, he's going to get hit. Oh, he fumbles it. Picks up his own fumble. Wow. Peyton Wilson, abdominal tear. That's a couple of weeks because one of my guys just had that.
Yeah, I think that's a 4-week injury.
Look at this fumble. I think he should have thrown this away. I'll tell you guys when. Right. 3, 2, 1. Now. He ran an extra 2 or 3 steps, got hit, got lucky. Now you just got to try to score some, like get in field goal range.
Yeah, the fact that he was able to get that back was
Yeah,
a
because
huge
there's
break
3
for
Steelers
Bomber.
about to pick that ball up. Main
And that
emotion
was
for
quick.
Bomber. Oh,
Absolutely.
trick play. Oh,
Um,
that's pressure.
uh, I hate that play. Holy cow! I haven't seen too many plays in Madden that I can't stand. That play takes forever.
You know, it's a
I really
risky
don't like
play.
that.
It's also play action on 2nd and 30. So I don't hate the result of an incompletion there.
Oh, absolutely. Because I don't know about you. I in that instance I pass commit.
Yeah.
So, like no one's gonna fall for the play
Watch
action,
the jump ball,
right?
friends. Watch the jump ball like how he did on the high point. Oh, he takes a check down. He's going to try getting in field goal range. He's going to fall forward, but he's not. I don't think he's in range. This would be a long one if he kicked it. He's going to punt it.
Yeah, that's a really long. Yeah, yeah. You just gotta punt and live to see another day. Hopefully, you get the ball back here.
Yeah. 17-13. He's going to put this ball in the air. Low line
Backspin
drive.
punt here, maybe.
I missed it. What did you say?
Oh, I wasn't sure if Dan was gonna let that roll. As I do like. I thought maybe Bomber would have done a backspin punt, but it didn't matter. He still caught it.
Yeah, that was a not a great punt. Got it to the. I mean, that was like a 30-yard punt. Here we go.
He's inside his own 20.
Yeah. He's going to hand it off. This is a good chance for Dan. Man, if he could get a touchdown here, I mean, that might seal this thing.
Yeah, knowing the way Dan plays, Dan's playing for 3 and hoping for 7, right? Dan just wants points here. He'll be happy with whatever. His defense has been playing very good, especially the second half. He's getting tons of pressure. Dan's going to be smart. He's not going to force anything here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can't imagine he'll make a mistake. He's been sharp all day. As he's back to throw, he's throwing that corner route. He's got him. First down. Oh, out of bounds. Do you challenge this?
Oh,
I think you have to. It's
100%.
risky.
I do. Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's any way.
Yep, they gave it to him.
He was out of bounds there.
That was the right call.
Hey, Tricky, if you sub to Sim Madden League, you don't get any ads. Just saying, you get free subs with Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
I know you have Prime.
Everybody's got Amazon.
Sub to Sim Madden League.
Yeah, sub. That means you support our league.
All right, and if you don't, I just think you go back to Primer.
Yeah, I mean Beans.
It is what it is.
Beans probably itching to come back.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, what a user! What a user by Bomber. Big hit too. Hey Tiny, how you doing? Woods is here in chat. Paulie, AJ, Trick. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us here for another 10 minutes or so.
Absolutely, Tommy. Thanks for the sponsor earlier. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, Tiny. Listen, big play here. 7 minutes to go. 17-13. Just a stalemate as usual. Like I said, season 3, these guys had a close game that Bomber won. Dan trying to get his revenge.
Yeah, he's well on his way. 7 minutes to go.
Interesting call here.
And loves the
going
play.
for the corner route. He's had the corner route a couple times today. Play fake. He's going to have some pressure. He's going to roll out. He's got his guy. Good tackle.
On that play, Dan likes the obviously the flood concept there. Wants the square option there, but Bomber's defense had everything deep locked up.
Yeah, Bomber's ready for
nice
that.
Play by Bomber there.
Here we go. Big moment. Big moment. 3rd and 4. Possibly to help seal this game on a game-sealing drive attempt. Looking to throw. Got his man. First down. Good, just composed pass there by Dan.
Yeah, just too many options there for Bomber's user. You have to pick one, and it's just good concept there by Dan. Smart play.
Yeah, that's Dan at his best right now. He's got the lead. He's in control. It's like you're driving a fine-tuned Honda Civic, driving 65 mile an hour down a smooth highway on cruise control.
Shout out to Honda.
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, nice.
It's all right. It's all right. My wife drives a Mazda CX-5. Big fan of the imports over here.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. We are not sponsored by any automotive maker, and we are taking sponsorships.
Yes, absolutely. We will absolutely take it. Especially Tesla. Send one up our way.
Yeah, no kidding. I've been trying to buy a Tesla. By the way, you notice I think Dan's seeing something in these misdirection runs. Watch Bomber's user here. Watch him. He just gets bottled up here on the misdirection. That just frees a hole big time.
Looks like I'm going to be adding something else in my playbook besides that play that Bomber ran.
Little jet sweep now. Gain of 5. That clock is ticking. If Dan gets a touchdown, that could seal it. If not, then Bomber's going to have a legacy drive attempt. Either way, this drive will be interesting. 4:44 to go. 3 timeouts for both teams. Dan slowly, methodically working his way downfield. We'll see what happens.
I thought Dan was going to call the tight end angle screen here.
Yeah. Have we seen the halfback direct? Because we might see it here.
We might, yeah. But and that's what I was thinking about there is this is where you'll see how prepared he is because Dan, I mean, a lot of people like that formation, the halfback week.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's going to throw it here.
I was very curious to see. Oh, watch the spacing switch here. I like this play.
Oh, he's going to switch to a run.
Tight end route is nice. Oh.
Here we go. Letting that game clock tick down. Looks a little indecisive. He's going to hand it off. Bombers user's there. Slows it down. We talked about all day about Bombers run defensive user being aggressive, and that's a stop right there. And now Bomber legally can block this kick.
And fourth in the kick, right? Like 4th and 3, you could go for it. 4th and 4, gotta kick it.
Bomber does not go for the block. Dan's kick is right down the middle. 7-point game, 3:12 left to go.
Man, this is why this league is so great. You just respect guys like Bomber, Matt, who just know that the blocks are. I'm not going to say the word because it triggers some people.
Yes.
But just mad respect there from Bomber. Nice work.
I would never block a kick.
Dude, that's why you're the GOAT.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna sound the alarm, Fins. It's a legacy drive, baby. It's a legacy drive for Mad Bomber.
Well, this is what we expected, right? We expected a close game, low scoring, just a slobber knocker.
Yes, a lot of slobber being knocked. I would like slobber on my knocker, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, wait.
2nd 11.
Don't the girls have the knockers?
Yeah, that's true. 2:51 remaining. Game on the line. Bomber has longed for a Super Bowl appearance. It's been a long time since he's got there. Dan also has been a long time, just not as long. Look at the throws. Bomber, quick check down to the drag route. We got a quick 3rd and 1. Under
Dan was on the
D-line.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I was just going to say, I wonder if that was intentional.
I'm not sure. I doubt it. Stroud going no huddle. Going quick pace here. Back to throw.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh! Tight window.
Holy cow. That's
butt.
2 now that he's thrown. Yeah, I was puckered on that. And if you're Dan, I can hear Dan.
Yeah, I know, because that would have been the game. Bomber so composed on these end routes right now. 1st and 10, 2 minutes to go. Fans, this is early to ask, but I'm going to ask it. If Bomber scores with under 30 seconds left, does he go for the 2?
I mean, I'm gonna just because I like the drama. I'm gonna say yes. I hope he does. I don't think it's a smart idea, but
With the way the overtime rules are now, I would almost wait till overtime to do it.
yeah. Is this another man call here?
Yeah, it is. Dan likes his man. Oh, he got user cooked. Ooh, he got tackled, though. Dan got beat inside there. That's an interesting play.
Yeah, you like the stick and nod play.
I've always liked that play. Yeah, now it throws a little angle in there. I might have to add that. If I remember, I'll forget, but in my head, I'll add it.
Just about 140 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Somebody messaged me that.
I can find it.
Oh! Oh! That was nearly picked.
Oh,
that should have been picked.
That should have been picked. Dan should be just
that
running
was a play.
to the end zone. Yep.
Bombers got to be thankful. You can reference a lot of plays in the game and be mad about a lot of things that have happened. Maybe the play before halftime for Bomber, where Dan got that touchdown. But you also have to consider a play like that where the game would be over if that guy caught that ball. Third and 10, though.
Bouncing out there. Here we
Blitz
go.
coming. Incomplete. Dan said the house.
Yeah, he's been all out blitzing a lot. I think that's 3 or 4 at least I've seen so far. I know you have no choice. You obviously have to go for this, but man, Bombers having some real tight windows on the last couple throws.
13 points. Remember, Fins, his first drive, he scored 7. Only 6 points since his first drive. 4th and 10. Game won't be over if he doesn't convert, but it'll look tough. Here we go. Back to throw Stroud. Throwing. Got him. Beautiful ball.
Wow, Dan, that's a crucial mistake by Dan. Yeah, right play, too late.
What a throw.
Man, yeah, that was a great throw.
That was ice in his veins. Bomber likes his formation. We've seen. Now let's see what he does with the play clock here. 12 seconds left. Will he learn from his mistakes from last half? Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess not.
Play call. Yeah. And with a timeout.
Yeah, Dan's figuring he wants time. I like it.
Very smart play. Yeah.
This will be good.
Again, you're at the 3-yard line. You're going to assume he's going to score this game. Matt says it all the time. Defense is so hard in this game.
Watch the motion play here, Fins. RPO. I think the tight end goes on a motion, maybe.
Jet sweep, maybe?
Because he's going to go back to the right. He's going to be on a bubble.
Oh, that's a stupid play he ran before.
He's got him for the touchdown. I would have been ready for
that.
Bad
angle by Dan.
Not to toot my own horn, but I would have picked 6 that. No cap.
You have the advantage there of seeing that a lot, so. But yes, you do jump those pretty well. It was a duck too. Holy cow!
What's Bomber gonna do here? He's thinking about it. I think you need to kick this.
I agree. Yeah, I think you kick it, and I mean you haven't given up a lot of points here. You gave up 1 on a bad animation.
He's thinking.
He's definitely thinking. Yep.
Could you imagine if you missed this?
Smart play here.
Could you imagine if you decide to kick it to put an overtime and then you miss it? Gosh, that'd be devastating.
He might have to instantly play some Papa Roach.
Yeah, no kidding. Regardless, Dan's going to have a chance. 2020, 39 seconds left. Dan's got 2 timeouts.
Does Dan play for overtime here?
No, this is Dan. He 22. He's got time.
Not Matt.
Well, the one thing he's got to be careful about, Bomber's got 3 timeouts. So if you kind of screw this drive up a little bit, I mean, you're going to give Bomber a short field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, his run game has been so good. I think right now you run it and see if you can get yards in bunches.
He gets bottled up. Who takes a timeout? Dan does. Ooh.
Yep. But
here's my thought, Fins. This is where I get a little bit of anxiety as a player sometimes. Dan's got 1 timeout. Let's say he throws an incompletion here. And it's 3rd and 6. All of a sudden, you go from wanting to convert to try to win the game to having to convert. Otherwise, you might have just lost this game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense. We got a stick and nod play here.
I like sticking nods. Here we go. Back to throw. Looking. He's getting bottled up. He's going to run. He's hit. And is Bomber going to take a timeout? No. They're just going to let it roll. They're both letting it roll. Bomber content with overtime. Dan going to draw up a shot play. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Back to throw. He's got a guy. He's throwing it. It's Pickens. It's picked off on Pickens. Whoa. My butt puckered.
Jeez.
Do you think he threw that late?
I think he did, yeah. You normally when you're kind of even, you're leaving, you think he's going to run past them. But because their quarterback's got good throw power, I think 92, 93. Man.
I would just knee this, honestly. I'm not much of a kneer at the end of the games like this, but there's no way you're going to get a Hail Joseph. He's going to run it. Could you imagine if he scored there?
Oh, or gave up a fumble 6.
Oh, man. So
we got some free football here, Prime.
So the trick is you want to be on defense first.
You think?
Do you agree, or what do you think?
No, not at all. I want the ball. I want to just like be as methodical as I possibly can and take off as much time. So if I do have to kick the 3, I give my opponent as little time as possible.
In regular season,
15?
In regular season, I would agree, but I think this clock goes longer. And here's my other point. I want you to consider this. Even if he gets a touchdown, you get the ball back since it's playoffs. And if you're trailing, let's say you're trailing by 3, you can go for it on 4th down, while Dan has to follow the 4th down rules, or Bomber has to follow the 4th down rules now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense. Here's a couple of things. I am a veteran of exactly one SML playoff game.
That's true.
You are a veteran of literally millions.
Yeah.
And that's why you know those rules and I don't.
Well, usually it's because I've lost a lot of dumb games. My dad once told me a quote, and he said, and I'm going to botch this, but experience is merely learning from thousands or millions of mistakes. And it's true.
Absolutely. You know, Tiny, I know you know the rules because your head is so big, you can fit everything in there.
Because Tiny's head is huge! Sorry, I had to fit that in there.
I can feel it all the way up here in Canada.
Hand off. Hey, Bomber. Bomber, very meticulously driving downfield, by the way, Fins. You know, to your point, though.
Smart, again.
To your point, if Bomber scores a touchdown here, like, the pressure's on Dan. Like, no matter what rules with 4th down, like, your freaking butt's clenched.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's always going to be pressure there in this situation. It's
pressure up the middle.
Win or go home now, baby.
Ooh, nice tackle.
Great read.
Good read to get the ball. And then
great play on both sides. Absolutely.
I need V8 juice and my wife isn't responding to my text. I hate to do this, but I found this feature on Amazon Alexa where it announces it through every Alexa and every TV in the house.
I hate that feature. We had that on for exactly like 30 seconds.
Dan might have just sealed it with that sack.
Look at that. McLean, 3 sacks. Dan is the defensive tackle guru.
Yeah, Dan knows how to get sacks. I just made the announcement.
I'm going to leave that one right there. Phrasing.
Here we go. Out of the gun, 3rd and 23. Stroud.
I'm calling a pick here.
Watch the jump ball. Watch the high point here. Man in motion. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got him. Oh. Now what? I think we technically have overtime rules for 4th downs, actually. I think they're a little brought up and used.
Let's go to our SML rule expert, Tiny. Tiny, what's the call?
Hold on. In overtime.
Tiny says go. He's going for it.
Now, hold on. Our overtime rule is this. I'm reading this. in overtime when it's 4th and 3 or shorter when you're at or beyond your own 40-yard line. Bombers at 4th and 4.
So it's 4th and 4. Yeah.
So he cannot go for
punt.
this.
And NYT, that's why Tiny is our rule expert, because Tiny would have got suspended in that situation had he have gone for it. Ooh, NYT with a clutch observation there.
Bomber doesn't like the rule. He's put in our chat.
Tiny says go anyway. That's the Tiny we love.
Punt. Oh, Dan roughed him. Oh!
Wow, that is an awful break.
Roughing the kicker.
Wow.
Let's watch this back.
Yeah.
Let's watch this back. What happened here? I'm watching.
From
Off the right edge. Just went for the block and hit the plant leg.
all CPU.
I got my V8 juice.
There's one guy in the league that declines that play in that situation. His name's Matt.
I respect Matt.
Everyone else takes it. Unfortunately, that's an awful break for Dan. We went from Bomber being angry to Dan.
Play fake. What is he doing? He throws a pick. Why would you throw that? You just got gifted the AFC divisional round. You're rolling out. Throw this ball away. It's 1st and 10, and you throw that ball after a gift.
This has been the most confusing 30 seconds of football we have seen in a long time in the SML. That is, I'm a guy that threw 47 interceptions this year. That was,
you know what's interesting?
Play.
I have to say this, and I'm going to expose it, and I don't even care. I'm going to watch this play, and then I'm going to say it. Out of pistol is Dan, who has the ball somehow, and he's going to hand it off. He's going to get 9 yards. Do you know what I'm about to say?
I think so, but I'm going to let you say it.
I'm in the SML chat right now. It's Bomber, Dan, and Fins for the commentary. Dan says, hey, you can't go for this. It's 4th and 4. And Bomber says, stupid rule. Dan says, yes. And then he gets the roughing Paul. And he's like, no way, CPU. And Bomber just responds, karma. And then the next message from Bomber says, apparently for me too. Wrong button. Crazy.
What a crazy series of events. Oh, this is why this league is. The second time I started, this is why this league is so great. You just never know what's gonna happen. You go get a guy just playing a perfect game plan, but then it just starts to unravel, and then it just snowballs. Oh man, what a game!
I just can't believe it. Bomber had him. I mean, he was given a gift. And remember this, Fins. We talk about gifts, and you think about the halftime play, which might get referenced in chat later. I want everybody to remember this. Dan hit that halftime play, and it was kind of fluky. But then Bomber throws what should have been a pick that was then dropped. And then you get gifted this. I mean, you get gifted a roughing the kicker, and then you throw a pick on the next play.
Yeah. This has been a crazy game. Like an absolute worth our money.
Yeah.
Right?
I paid big money. Oh, sacked. Bomber still's got a chance, though. Because Dan's offense now, and he's going to be in field goal range if he's not careful here.
Damn. So what are you doing in this situation? 3rd and 15. You're Dan on your own 17.
I'll tell you this, Fins. I don't know if you watched Super Bowl 69, but on 4th and 16, I ripped that ball down the field. If you think for a second I'm going to play conservative here, you could jump out a window. Dan step back and deliver a bomb, buddy. 3rd and 15, AFC divisional round on the line here. Look at his throw. He's got him. It's a dot.
This is why you're the GOAT. I threw that alley-oop for you. Hopefully Stavo's in chat. I threw that alley-oop for you. You came in with a one-handed tomahawk jam in Stavo's face again. Amazing.
I hate Stavo, man. That was a LeBron James dunking on like Jody Meeks.
What a
Dan's been hitting them corners today.
Yeah, yeah. In a game with a guy that's so prepared, do you think Bomber would start to take those away?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That was
you played Bomber. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't have much.
I was gonna say you played Bomber more than obviously more than me, more than most. Is Bomber a guy that gets tilted? Like, do you think is Bomber tilted here?
Yeah. About those corners. And I'm not saying Dan's abused them. I'm just saying that he's had success with them 2 times now, 2 or 3 times. So I think he is tilted. He throws it. That ball is caught.
Big pops too, right?
Yeah, that was. Oh, he's breaking free. He's gonna score. No way. Touchdown. Ball game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What a fitting end. An absolute fitting end for an insane game. Holy cow.
That is crazy. One of the best games of the cycle. The Steelers beat the Texans after a seesaw nature. We get the 26-20 game that you were thinking we might get. What a game.
What a pleasure to call that game. Holy cow. Great season for both guys. Congrats to Dan on a big win. And Bomber left the group. That was fab.
Yeah. You know, I seen that pre-snap. Dan seen a pre-snap. Dan hit it in time. What a ball. Finn, thanks for calling it with me, man. Hey, man. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Guys, thanks for watching. That's the SML Network. Dan's in the AFC Championship game. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.